Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Life Insights with Dr. Mercy. And we're still in the spirit of celebrating motherhood. And like I said in my last video, motherhood should be celebrated every day and not just once in a year. I am here today because something really bothers my heart. And that is the fact that in spite of all the awareness that's been created about DV and all the awareness has been created about abuse of women in relationships, in marriages, all that we have discussed since we lost Sister Osinachi, to DV. Many women still remain uninformed, or maybe they choose to remain uninformed, or maybe they're in denial. I don't know why. Please, if you know why, please put in the comment section for me. I want to know your insights about this. What is really going on? What is going on, people? Even Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo took her time, to run a series of enlightenment on YouTube. It's right there. She did an enlightenment series on abuse. She brought in professionals. I watched a couple of those videos just to educate myself. If you type in on YouTube, Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo, and even just write the word abuse, you're going to see it. Abuse, causes, prevention, effects, and healing. There is so much awareness out there. And still some women choose to remain uninformed. They choose to remain uneducated. They choose to remain in denial and remain unenlightened. I don't think any woman has any reason, to remain uninformed about abuse. I don't think so. Except maybe for women who are like remotely, in the villages, who don't know what is going on, on social media. So, I received this message from a very close friend of mine about a publication on Facebook about another DV issue going on for 11 years. And the lady is asking to be advised on what to do. I'm gonna read the message to you. And please, you can advise her. I know my channel is still like growing. I don't have a very big platform, but the little we can do as I'm growing. You understand? Maybe she can stumble at my video and watch it. But let's just contribute the little insights that we can contribute and see how far it can go. Now I'm going to read what she posted on Facebook. She said, "We have lived 11 years together. He doesn't want me to own a phone. Wow. He doesn't want me to have friends. Really? He doesn't want me to talk to my family members." Exactly. Yet he beats me every day. The worst part is that this man you see here comes home whenever he wants to. I have found him multiple times talking to women on the phone, and when I ask him, he hits me. Please advise me. I can't take this anymore. I still love this man so much. Please, friends and family out there, women out there, mothers out there, please, can you help me to advise this lady on this channel, please? Please put your insights in the comment section. Please, I beg you. What kind of advice do we give to her? That someone is treating you this way? If you see her face is battered. Because I'm going to post, a picture of her. I'm going to post a picture of her, for you, so that you can see. Her face is battered. She's been going through this for 11 years. I don't even understand. What kind of a man would be treating a woman like that? You don't want her to own a phone. You don't want her to have any friends. You don't want her to talk to her family. You beat her every day. You don't stop to think, what if she dies? Like, what is actually going on with our men? What is going on? What is going on? The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25, it says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. The love a man should have towards his wife should be a sacrificial love, a selfless love. Like my pastor will say, he said, love your wife, period. Yes. That's what my pastor will say. He said, love your wife, period, unconditionally. You don't need to love her for a reason. You need to love your wife, period. That is an injunction from the Lord. Is a command from the Lord. Love your wife, period. You don't have to love her because she has to love you, back, or you understand, like unconditionally. No man that loves the wife will treat the wife this way. You don't want her to have a phone. For 11 years, she's been living with you as husband and wife. You married her for 11 years. She cannot own a phone. She cannot have friends. But she had friends before you married her. How do you want to mortgage her life? How do you want to cut her off from living? You don't want her to relate to her family members. Why? What has a family member? And if you notice, this is the same trait. This is like the same similar story about Sister Osinachi. But my worry is, why are you asking for people to advise you? Didn't you hear Sister Osinachi's story? Because this is how it builds up. You cannot have a phone. You cannot talk to anybody. You can't talk to your friends. You can't have friends in the church. What kind of a life is that? And he's beating you on a daily basis, and he won't come home. My sister, if you want me to advise you, you are not in a healthy relationship. You are not. If that is what you want to hear from other people, I will advise you to step out and step aside. I've said that in my previous video. You need to do what? Get help. Separate yourself for some time, okay? And then pray from your safety. Pray from your safe heaven. Pray for this marriage to be, restored, to be healed. Pray for your husband to, for his mind to be renewed from your safe haven. If you understand what that means. Safety first. You need to step out of this marriage for some time and gain your sanity back, and also allow him to gain his sanity. And then you can talk about reconciliation or talk about how to move this relationship forward. But my dear sister, my advice to you is safety first. And please, my friends, I don't want this video to be too long. I want you to please leave your insights in the comment section for her. All right? Leave your insights in the comment section. Please advise her. Now that she's still alive, crying and seeking for advice, let's lift our voices up and advise her so that she can be safe and alive for herself, for her children, and for her generation. Thank you all for listening. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.